Well, everybody, welcome back to week 25.
Is it really 25? Welcome back to week, you tell me, I don't know. But it's been a while. I said the same thing last week. We've been going strong, but we're gonna go strong for the rest of our lives because we love talking to you guys on here. And if you hear an echo, if you're listening on a podcast platform and you can't see us right now, which by the way, if you wanna watch the YouTube, we put it on our YouTube channel too.
Because sometimes I can't just listen to people talk. I have to really be able to visualize
Their facial
expressions, what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is cool, and yeah, so the echoing is because we're in our garage, and maybe the squeaking is because Claudia's on this squeaky stool and I'm on the four-wheeler.
What?
You don't hear that? But yeah, this episode, kind of like last episode, we've been taking it kind of laid back these past couple weeks because there's been a lot of stuff happening in our lives, and I kind of wanted to just go over it. We have so much to talk about. Do you have a lot to talk about? Because I know I do.
But we also are going to go over some updates we've got on not only our lives, but also the farm, because things are moving quickly around our part. So, around these parts, my leg is itchy today. Sunburn probs, you wouldn't understand.
You're listening to the NYFG podcast with Evan Claude. So I guess, Claude, before we go into what we've been up to, why don't you talk about what the farm's been up to? Because our farm has gotten a lot of new changes. It's springtime, we're getting we normally don't buy this much stuff, but we've had kind of a good year, so we were able to invest in some new equipment on the crop side, and I'll talk a little bit about the parlor side, some new tools I got to use. So you can talk about the crop side and the new stuff over there.
I like how you use the word investment, because every time people are like, oh my gosh, you bought a new tractor, you bought any new things, but we're really investing into our business as a farm. Obviously you can tell, anyone can say that about their business. Maybe a business got a new, a hairdresser could get new scissors, and that's an investment.
Because she'll be making money with those scissors.
Because you'll be making good money. And so last year, we had a lot of problems with our baler, and it's a case, so can't really expect too much. But, I had a lot of problems with it because I was pretty much the only one that was baling last summer, and,
struggles all around.
Sometimes the bale is going to be tight, a lot of misties with the, how the tags go up, and so there was a lot of misties, and then one time it started smoking, and you know how balers are notorious for catching on fire.
That's scary.
It was, yeah. I was like, Andrew,
oh my god,
smoking. He's like, well, maybe you should try to unhook it. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Oh my god. Well, I started to, and then yeah. So anyway,
what was the problem?
The problem, what happened? I can't remember. I know the shear bolts always break on there, and I think it had something to do with that. No, I don't remember, but it was something
not good.
Something not good, and the straw was too wet, and it was just getting packed in there, and yeah. So we got a new baler. It's another case.
Did you know that? Did you get it a while ago?
It's not here yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't think it is. Yeah, I haven't seen it. So we got that, and we also got a new tractor, and we don't really necessarily, we don't need a lot of big equipment on our farm. 9420 for an articulate tractor, and that is our biggest one. We have a 9330, which is my favorite, and now we have a 9420, so that's pretty exciting.
Really cool looking.
It's cool looking.
Not a tractor bale, but that thing looks
It's
cool.
really big, and like I said, I don't know what we're really going to use it for yet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy. Last year and the year before, we've had issues where we don't have a good enough tractor to pack the bunk, so I have a feeling it's going to be on the bunk a lot. It's a big articulate.
We also got a new corn planter, which I was actually there. I was driving to the farm because I live 30 minutes away, and I was following this thing, and I didn't even, Jodo was like, I think that's a corn planter. And I was like, no, that looks way too fancy. It actually looks really
I know,
fancy.
it does look really good.
So I was like, no. And then I just kept following it, and I just followed it up to the farm, and it pulled into our driveway. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
she was right.
So we use the 12-row. We've always used a 12-row corn planter, and we use it for planting our pumpkins, our like everything, our beans. So it obviously gets a lot of use on our farm. But the big thing is that we're switching from dry fertilizer to liquid fertilizer, and you need a special kind of planter for that. We got another Kinsey. My dad loves the old Kinsey planter, and what was it? Anyway.
And lastly, we have a brand new manure spreader.
We got another James Way. We've always kind of stuck with the James Way, and it's just a smaller one. Yeah, so we spread all of our manure, but this year we are hiring a company to inject our manure and pump it.
RV Solutions?
No.
What?
Hatters. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Too far away.
Haters.
Yeah. So we're injecting some of our manure this year, and pretty much because we have an agitator to mix everything up. Like it's just like a straight. It pretty much sucks up the poop and shoots it into like kind of stir it up. But once that hits once it hits the top of the manure, it loses a lot of its like power, and you can't get under the ground at all because we use sand. So we have sandy manure, and that's like the worst stuff to pump because it's really hard to mix up and stay mixed up. So we constantly always have like a couple of feet of just pure like concreted manure on the bottom, and it's really hard to get out. So our pit is the fullest it's ever been right now. It's at 3/4 of the way up, and we need to get it pumped out for the next year to come. So we are using a boat and boating your manure.
Boat?
Yeah, like manure
a
boats.
speed-
Yeah, speedboat. No, manure boats have the nozzles underneath. I learned this from Aiden.
Oh, nice.
They have the nozzle underneath, so they shoot down, and none of the the poop power is lost. Is what I collected.
Poop power? Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean poop power? Like
When the stream shoots out
Oh.
and it hits the
I
water.
thought like poop power, like the quality of the manure when you're spreading it and like
No.
soil health.
Today they're actually emptying out the dry cow pit, which I will be going up and doing in a minute. And
Minute?
yep, sorry, got 1 minute left.
Sorry
for
guys,
this.
gotta go.
And they're draining out the water right now. Not draining out, but they're spreading the water pretty much, and then we're just gonna go into the skid steer and scrape it out because, like I said, we don't have a great agitating system. I think that might be it.
For new stuff, yeah. A couple new things on the dairy side. They're really nothing big, but there are some plans in the works. This year, definitely the crop side, I mean the past 2 years, the crop side's really gotten the attention. You also got the new shop over there. The dairy gets a little bit left behind, even though we're making
Shafted.
the money for most of the year. We were talking about that last night, actually. And so they're just little things, but it just makes such a big difference in my day. So there's a couple changes. One, we're breeding a lot more of our cows and heifers to Angus calves because we're a little bit overcrowded on the cows in the freestyle barns. So we want within the next 2 years as these cows are growing up that we have less replacement heifers coming in so we can just bring down our numbers a little bit. So we've been selling a lot of our Angus calves, and they go for a lot more money than like a Jersey calf, which is like $5. So lots of Angus calves in our barn right now. That's just one random change. And then we also got a new thermometer, and that's really affecting my life because I check fresh cows a lot and I have to use a thermometer, and usually I just use the one that you like hold in your hand and you put it in. But the new one we got is it goes around your wrist, and it's like this big screen, and the stick is really cool on it. It's connected to this cord. If you saw on the stories, you'll know what I'm talking about. And we can also set it up so that you can go to like a specific cow and you can type in the cow's number, and like if you just click the button, it'll record the temperature for that cow. And then it'll go into like, I don't know what system it goes into, but that's pretty cool too. So that was like my highlight of my week last week, was getting that thing. Just made my life easier. And then we also, it's not new, but we've been, two more things actually. It's not new, but we've been using it a little bit more. We got a screen for preg check, so we can like, when the vet puts the thing in there, like we can see what it looks like on the inside of the cow to like see if she's pregnant or not. So that was really cool to use this morning. And then we also got a chute for our cows, for like health checks and all that. We've never had one of those. Like where we check our cows right now is very rinky dinky and it's not that great. But we are also doing a whole project on fixing that area as well. So there's a lot of little random things going, not like huge investments like the crop size, but there's a lot of cool little improvements that we're doing around the dairy as well. So that's what's new on the farm. I guess we could go what's new in our lives.
We have a big change in our life right now.
Oh, I was going to go into that next. But I was going to say the big thing is that Claudia's home right now. Obviously, if you're watching YouTube, I'm sitting next to her. You want to tell them about your...
Yeah, so I flew to Florida the other week, and I planned to go to Florida for a little bit, and I hung out there with my parents pretty much, and then we drove my aunt's Jeep home from Florida to New York, and that was a 19-hour drive, didn't stop once. Well, we did stop to the gas station, but we didn't stay overnight. So my dad and I drove all the way home, and I surprised Aiden, and as you guys know, I said that the other week.
The video was so funny because she recorded his reaction, and he was actually sleeping, and Claudia went in there with the flash camera on, and he was like, what's going on?
Yeah, it was funny. He was very confused. He didn't even know, which was crazy. I really just pulled that one off.
Tell them what happened, how you almost blew your cover.
Oh my gosh.
That's so
many times I almost blew my cover, but the funniest one, because I had bought plane tickets to go home in January to come home in April, because his birthday was yesterday. So I was going to come home for his birthday. He's 21. And so I planned anyways, and I didn't know how to surprise him. So I was trying. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'll just change my GPS location on my phone because he has my location on. And I was like, I can just I know there's a way that you can get an app and change it. So I was trying to figure out how to do it. And I just woke up. I've been taking sleep aid at night. So when I wake up, I'm so groggy and I'm so out of it. So I went to go Google how to change my GPS location, and instead of typing it in Google, I typed it in my iMessages, and I sent it to Aiden. I was like, how to change GPS location. And he's like, what?
The worst thing you could have said.
I know. And so I said that, and he's like, what? And I was like, these Russians hacked our Instagram account, and we had to call Instagram this whole influx on our location. So I won't have to turn our locations off. So that's how I did that. But yeah, anyway. So then I drove home, and I'm here, and I think I'm gonna be here until the end of April. No really reason for me to be at school if I'm all online. And I want to get some field work in, and I wanted to get some YouTube videos done because I love some field work YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah.
And we should be starting this week or next week.
Better be next week.
It better be this week.
It better be next week because I need the crop guys to help me fix the parlor.
It better be this week.
It better be next week.
Well, I will start this week then.
Okay.
Because, whatever.
What's the first step in field work?
Usually, if you have to plow anything, you can do that. Maybe, after you plow, then we pick rocks, and that is just a job that everyone hates, but it takes a long time.
I just don't know why. I hate the feeling of dirt right here in my hand.
Yeah.
And
well, usually you can do this because you're a rock picker. But, yeah, any, hardcore plowing can go on. But we did one pass and spread fertilize a lot, last fall, so there's really not too much plowing to do, which is nice because my dad just got it done in the fall when he had time. So, yep. And that is it for...
So, okay, you do the field work, you get the fields ready. How long does that take? Give people a timeline, you and me, because I'm still learning about this too.
Well, last year it was snowing in May, but if it's raining, you can't go out there when it's wet and you're gonna get stuck. And you can't plant corn in the snow, which we did last year. It actually worked out really well, somehow.
So, okay, you get the ground ready for about, or it could take 2 months.
It could take 2 months, yeah.
And
it did last year.
You start planting everything.
We'll be done. We should be done by, you're supposed to be done by June.
Done planting by June.
You should be planting in May. May into the beginning of June.
Okay.
April if you're lucky, I feel like you could start playing in April. I don't, but it's all dependent on everything.
Okay, but we're just trying to get the lay of the land. And then what do you do in that time when it's growing? You just watch it?
Well, I mean, there's like fertilizer, but usually we have a company that we hire for that. And then we'll be starting hay. So, like.
But there's not many people. You don't really have to have many people do hay, right? Because there's not that many
one
jobs
person,
for that.
two people the most. Sometimes 3 if we get the butterfly mower going. Then one person to chop it, or one person to bale it, depending on what cutting we're on. And then like 3-ish people to drive truck, and then 2 people to pack bunk.
Guess I didn't realize what went into that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so much fun, and especially because you can do it 4 times a year. Like it just is such a fun little process. And then one person to spread fertilizer on the hay fields after nitrogen.
And the best cutting is the first one.
It's usually the most like green and like tall, so we get the most out of first, and like people like ravish over the first cutting because it's just so plentiful.
Nothing like that first cut.
Because like and then you get to like the third cutting and it's like mowing your yard, but I think there's benefits on every cut, like levels of whatever, and I don't really know about that, but yeah.
Nice.
Yes, so that's that. And then we start to do wheat in August and...
Really, that late? Oh, harvesting?
July and August, yeah, harvesting.
Harvesting wheat. I already told Claudia my plan for my wedding, which, don't worry guys, I'm not getting married, I didn't not tell you. But I had already planned this out. I'm going to be marrying my husband in a wheat field, for sure. They're just so pretty.
I like the color combos you can do with that.
Yeah, so pretty. That's probably my favorite part.
I do like it, yeah.
Like, I don't do anything with it, but like, I love watching people harvest. And
That's
getting
really
the stuff ready for my
because
moose.
Dad pretty much does all of the wheat and all the beans.
Really? I always forget we do beans. I always forget them.
Yeah, because, I mean, you really only have to combine it and then put it in the truck, and then one person drives the truck, and that's what you have to do for that.
I really like that picture we took of you on the beans that one time. Like a long time ago. Like the colors were so good. It was like a cloudy day.
Oh, that was random. Were they American Farmers right now?
Yeah. That was a good one. But yeah.
Anything new in your life these days?
Well, I've started milking kind of random. I haven't done that in a long time, but we have this like issue on our farm right now where we need another bulk tank because we switched to a new trucking company for like hauling our milk.
Really?
And so the new company will not wait around for us to be done milking and like get all the milk from the tank. So the previous one would fill up what they could and we'd still be milking. They'd go to the next farm and then come back. But the new one said, you can't do that. We're going to start charging you for 2 stops, which is a lot of money. So we have to get a new bulk tank, so we don't have to worry about that. But the reason why I've been milking is because I have to come up and we used to have only 2 milkers, but now we have 4, so that we can get it all done before the guy comes.
Right.
So that's been a struggle, and I mean, I really like it, but I get stressed out because we have to be like on a certain group by the time he comes, because if we don't, like, we're screwed. Like, yesterday, the guy came and we were a little bit behind, like, not even that much. But she was like, hold on, I'm going to go talk to him and distract him. So he would stay longer, literally. And then Melcy was like, oh, you should have him be on the podcast. And, like, next time he comes, he can, like, do the podcast for an hour. And so, yeah.
If you're out there, we'd like to be our guest.
He actually listens to this.
Perfect.
Or no, he watches our YouTube channel because he has a flip phone. And he asked for our autograph yesterday. And me and Jojo gave it to him. And I said, thanks for following.
On what?
On a piece of napkin.
A napkin.
So yeah, if you're listening, love you, and maybe you should just hang around for a little bit longer. Hopefully this doesn't cause any issues, but it's just a fact. Like my uncle just found a bulk tank and we're gonna go get it. So it's just like a little bit of a struggle we've been having. So things are getting fixed. We're not some crazy farmers that just... Yes, we are actually. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing, milking. We had my first holiday at my house yesterday. I've always thought about that, like, I wonder what the first holiday I'm gonna have at my house was. It was Easter, and it was so fun. we had like our families over, and it was actually Aiden's birthday too, so it was just like an all-around great day.
I agree. Great weekend.
It
Great
was so
day.
nice out, and it's gonna be
Love
so
the
nice
weather.
out this whole week.
So excited.
So yeah, that was fun yesterday. What else new happened?
Today I got dragged to get my nails done. Not dragged, but
Ooh, I like that. It's like turquoise.
I was gonna get turquoise to match it, but I thought it was too much.
No, I like that.
So I hate getting my nails done. Like actually, top 5 things I hate doing. Probably number 1 is getting my nails done. I just sit there and I get so triggered by the nail dust that gets on my hand. I think I've talked about this before. And then I like rub it in, and then this lady took an hour and a half, like, ugh, it made me so mad. Like she
First world problems.
went and like answered the phone and like everything, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I was getting really mad. When I bring AirPods, I have a better time because I
I
can
never
like
thought about
distract.
doing that. Then if it like asks you a question, I hate when they do that. Like
I know, but I don't care.
I don't hate when they do it, but like I don't like when they try to talk to me. I just like to go there to relax.
Cannot relax there. I hate every bit of it. I hate walking in. I hate smelling I can't do it.
Jeez,
But I love having my nails done, so that's what my struggle is. And I really like these. I usually get acrylics, but I figured if I'm going to be doing any field work, I might, and
Yeah, good idea. For
might not be,
good
idea.
idea.
So yeah. Our big announcement that we are here to make today is that we started a new apparel line, and we are ecstatic about it.
I'm actually wearing it right now.
And that's not the only thing, of course, but we switched companies from our old one. So we're not working with Key Apparel anymore. We are working with Kaz Gear, and we're just trying it out. And we're really excited about it because we have a little more freedom.
A lot more freedom.
This is
We can just be real. Like, we really enjoyed working with Key, but there was some things that we didn't like, and we really like everything that's happening at this company. This company is more all about building our brand. Like, when a packer, like, if you guys order something, you'll be getting one of our handwritten cards with it. You're going to be getting a mailer with our logo on it. It's not going to be Kaz Gear's logo all over it. It's us. Like, you're going to be getting it from us. And we're using like a lot of my designs that like I drew myself, and it's just like totally about our brand and not Kaz Gear's, even though like we love Kaz Gear and like it does have like a little logo on the side and like they're really helpful, love them, but it's really more about us, and that's what we wanted. We wanted
I
to be
feel
more
like we
independent.
can like be ourselves more when we don't have to like work for another company, I guess maybe. And you guys have shown us so much great support, and if you want to know how to get them, all you have to do is go to the link in any of our bios and click our apparel, or go to kazgear.com.
Yeah, and like I'll just talk about a couple of the designs to get people hyped because I'm really excited. So we have like the regular trucker hats like we always have had. We're probably gonna get some baseball hats. I was thinking about that because I enjoy baseball hats more. You even wearing one right now, like it's a good switch up. And we just have our logo on those. We're gonna get some more designs out, and then our best seller is one I'm wearing says Eat Beef, and it has all the cuts of beef on it. And then we also have like my favorite design is Manure Happens.
I'm wearing right now.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, and Claudia's wearing the tank top right now, and it's so cute. You can also get a cropped hoodie, a regular hoodie, or a t-shirt in that design. It's just super simple, and every time I wear it somewhere, somebody's like,
everyone always is like, oh my god, that is so funny. And I think the design is like so trendy.
It's trendy. For
Yeah,
sure.
trendy. We're coming out with another one, Calm Your Teats.
Yep.
That'll be next week, I think, probably.
It's coming out soon.
So Calm Your Teats is one of my favorite things because I'm like, chill out. And then we have another one that says Here for the Holsteins. And
Holstein Lover, that one's for you. What else? We have a lot of
we have an
designs.
American Made one, which is one of my faves because I know all of you guys are so patriotic, and it's got a cow skull on it, and it's got an American flag, and it says American Made, and I love the material and everything about it. We've got that in a sweatshirt and a t-shirt.
And then we have
logo.
also just a plain shirt with our logo on it. I really enjoy our logo, so and I know a lot of you guys do too. Thank you. If you guys want that, we just have a logo shirt. And I don't know if we're doing we're doing the logo hoodies.
You do? Oh.
Yeah. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is our stickers. I put not all of our designs on the website, but most of them are on there.
We also have
And-
Gate Girl.
What?
Gate Girl?
Oh, shoot. Yeah. And our stickers, if you didn't like the quality before, you're gonna like this quality because it's literally the best quality sticker you can get. You can't even rip them with your hands. I tried. They're waterproof, they're sunproof, literally everything. So if you need stickers for the back of your truck, for your tractors, back of your phone case, laptop case, water bottles, hit us up. It's actually, if you want to go to the site, it's NewYorkFarmGirls.com. Yeah.
So we also have a gate girl design for all of you little pasture girls. And oh my God, Aiden sent me a picture of a gate this morning. He's like, "Where's my gate girl?" I was like, And we also made flags, which I'm really excited about because flying a flag from your tractor or having it on your shop wall or off your barn or something, it says an industry that feeds you is an industry worth fighting for.
So BA, I love it. It's a black American flag.
So it is an American flag and it has that saying on it and it's just chef's kiss. So hope you guys all enjoy it. At least take a look at it and tell us what you think or what we can improve on. And if you order, let us know because we think that you guys will love it.
Yeah, let us know. And if you even want, send a picture of you wearing your merch so I can
repost. Show
everybody how awesome you look in it.
I have a sunburn, so.
That's what it is?
My leg is, like my whole shoulders are peeling. No. Evelyn and I have been making TikToks all day. Word on the street is Instagram is dying.
Kind of sad.
So.
That's where we all started.
That would really suck. I think YouTube will die before Instagram.
Really? I know, it's a classic. I don't know. Instagram's dying according to some people on TikTok, and a lot of people are agreeing with them just because everybody tries to be picture perfect on Instagram, but that's why we do stories so much, just because that's just us being real. I get if you look on our page, it is picture perfect because I like a good aesthetic, but we do talk about real topics, so I don't know. It's like we have a good mix, but I do agree with people. Like a lot of influencers just try so hard to be perfect on there and like they don't share anything about the realities of life.
Right.
So I do see that side of things, but hopefully Instagram doesn't die because we have so many awesome people on there. Next week, I kind of want a guest because I just love having guests on. And I asked my aunt this morning and she didn't know if she wanted to or not. I really hope she does because she would have so many awesome things to talk about, and I've always wanted to know like a little bit more about her life. So hopefully we can get her on. If not, we're gonna try to reach out to somebody else because we love meeting new people through our podcast. So thank you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. We really appreciate it. If you're listening on any podcast platform, thank you. We really appreciate it.
So if you're not listening, no thanks.
Yeah, no thanks to you. But this is really fun. It's awesome to be in person with Claudia. Like there's no audio issues now, so it's been great.
So annoying.
Pristine. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for guests, let me know. Last week some of you guys did DM me some really good ideas that I will be taking into consideration, so I really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you guys for hanging out with us every week. I know all of you guys are loyal listeners, or if you're a first-time listener, welcome aboard. You never know what you're going to get on our episode. We didn't even have a plan for today, but
we just had so much to talk about.
So yes, thank you for listening to all of our updates these days, and be ready to see some exciting content this spring with all of our new equipment because anything new to me is just like so much fun to work, especially to learn. Except like last year we had our new Haybine, and I made a video of me struggling to learn how to use it. So yeah, so it's super fun. What are you doing?
Wait, close out.
Okay, everybody, so thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye, guys.